Hey everybody, Phil Clemente here, Air Filtration Solutions. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed my last two posts. This one is the conclusion. This one I want to go over the numbers a little bit more thoroughly because there's a number that I did not factor in. It is rarely factored in and it should be, and that's labor. So let's go over these numbers. Here we go. So 2017 was the last time they were using the previous setup. So I based these numbers on today's market. I went high on our stuff and low on their stuff. You'd have to crunch your own numbers, see what you're paying, the cycles, and compare it to our setup. But I went ahead and did this, and this would be the initial cost, a savings of over $40,000, which is significant, but it's only going to get better. So after 12 months, this is what you would spend on pre-filters. Even though we already know on ours, you wouldn't have to change any of the units after 12 months. But I'm going to go ahead and do it as if we're going head to head here, comparing apples to apples. So we know in this facility we're getting 36 months off our exhaust filters and our final filters. So after 24 months, all you have to worry about are pre-filters and you don't even have to worry about that. But for the previous setup, you'd have to start all over. Look at the cost. So in a 36-month cycle, this is where we would be. Now remember, we're not changing our pre-filters every 12 months, even though I'm putting numbers together as if we are. So we know that you'll get longer. I'm just trying to make it easy as far as the numbers. So here's where we would be at our 36-month cycle. And that's not including the labor that we eliminated by reducing frequencies. So here are your totals for a 36-month cycle. And remember, we've eliminated several filter changeouts. So those numbers, although, difficult to put in, we know that's a significant number. Let's go over those. So here's the total savings on materials alone in this cycle using our concept. So I looked it all up and broke it down. It looks like these pre-filters on average are packed 6 per box, both full and half size, and the cells 1 per box, the half size 2 per box, and the same as the pre's for the exhaust filters, 6 per box, both full and half sizes. Now our pre and exhaust filters, the cubes, both sizes are packed 10 per box. Our final filters, the multi-wedge 95s, are packed 3 per box on the full size, the half size 2 per box. But what we also need to factor in is the weight of the boxes, because the conventional setup, the setup prior to ours, the final filters weigh, I don't know, 35, 40 pounds. And the pre-filters, the metal header makes a difference. And those are at least 15 pounds heavier than our cubes, at least. This is something else that is not factored in. It's the labor intensity reduction. I mean, we cut it in half. Look how easy it is. These would be pre and exhaust filters. Look what a simple task it becomes. You don't have to worry about clips. You don't have to worry about gasketing. You get a complete seal once these are installed. Protects your coils and everything downstream. Keeps it much cleaner. Just can't get any better than this. So there you have it. Whether you were to choose a 24-month cycle with our concept or the 36-month cycle, either way you're going to save. I showed that a 24-month cycle in this facility meant a savings of over $40,000. Going with a 36-month cycle, you added another $20,000 plus onto that. And that's on materials alone. And speculation of what you would be spending on the products that this facility used back in 2017, but in today's market. Because I guarantee you would be higher than the numbers that I posted, which means the savings would only increase. But what is not reflected on that number is the labor that is involved and how we eliminated at least 2, 3, maybe 4 filter change outs using the setup previous to ours. Now that's significant. That is a significant savings. And then our boxes are much lighter. Much lighter, the filters are much easier to handle, makes it easier for managing filtration. This facility, when it came time for final filters, used to have to recruit everybody to come in a couple evenings to change out all these final filters. Needed an army of guys. Since we have been handling the responsibility to filters, the way my guys do the final filters, 2 guys could take a couple of weeks in 1 month, change out the final filters to all 22 units on the rooftop. 2 guys in a matter of maybe 2 weeks, doing on average 2 air handlers a night. Minimal shutdown, just be able to do it at a good pace. There's no sense of urgency. Filters aren't gonna succumb to its environment. There's not going to be any molds and spores occurring on the filters, so they could take their time. And this is how we do it. Just makes it very easy to manage, a reduction in labor. How can we put a price on that? I have no clue, but I do know this, it's significant. Anyhow, hope it helps. Anybody out there interested in Fiberbond products, please reach out to me via email, telephone call. Doesn't matter where you are, if you're a hospital or a medical center, somewhere in the East Coast or Midwest, we're the people to speak with. So, hope you enjoyed. Keep your eyes open for some posts in the future. I'm going to keep them coming. Take care.